In the beginning, there was Facebook for college kids. Then the adults came along and ruined it. So they went flinged Instagram. And then we came along and ruined that too. So where are they going now? They're going to Snapchat. Snapchat is growing like crazy. There's like 7 billion views, video views per day on Snapchat, or more than that now. And look at that. Ghost codes. That's something else I can tell you about. So why Snapchat? Why is Snapchat cool? Well, because the messages disappear. It creates a sense of urgency. You get a message and you get to watch it, and maybe watch it one more time, quick replay, and then it's gone forever. So it makes you focus on the message, unlike Instagram or Facebook, where you can go back and watch them over and over again. Now, there's ways you can see some messages longer, but the premise is that the messages go away. So I'm going to give you a quick primer, a 101 on Snapchat. There's a bunch more I can do, but I'm just going to tell you the basic things you can do, show you how to do it. So let's start with what the main screens are. Right now we're on the middle screen. Think of it as like a screen in the middle, and then one above it, one below it, and one on each side. Those are the main ones. There are more, but those are the main ones. So right now we're in the middle screen, and right now we're staring at me. It's in selfie mode. If you want to use the other camera, go the other direction, you can double tap. So tap on the screen, not that, tap, and then you can see what my camera is staring at. Double tap again, comes back to my face. And the other way to turn the screen around to use the other camera is to hit that button right there, that little icon. Tap it, then it goes to that camera, hit it again, comes back to selfie mode. Okay, so that's this screen. Now let's look at the other screens super quickly. If I swipe down, I can see my Snapcode. That icon's called my Snapcode, and this is where I add friends and see my friends. If I swipe it back up, I'll go to the center screen. If I swipe up, I will see memories. That's something they added just a couple days ago. Some people are freaked out about it. They think it ruins Snapchat, whatever. And snap back down to get to the middle. If I slide to the right, I can see my chats. And if I slide to the left, swipe to the left, I can see my stories. So next, we're going to talk about what things Snapchat can do. It can send video, photos, audio, and text messages. Do all those things a bunch of different ways, several different ways. We're going to talk about the very, very basics. So let's now talk about setting up your Snapchat. Obviously, if you're watching this, I'm assuming that you've created a Snapchat account and you at least have your username. The basics done. But what about the next step? Let's swipe down, and here we see my Snapcode. And in the middle of that is my silly faces. That's called your Snapcode Selfie. And you're like, how do you get that? How do they make that? Well, you probably want to do it. People know that if you have that, you're probably serious about Snapchat. So let's go ahead and modify my Snapcode Selfie. The way you do that is you just tap it once in the middle. It gets bigger. And then you hold down, you don't hold down, you just tap the circle underneath it, and it'll give you a countdown, and then it'll take several photos of you. Your screen will light up, so it'll light up your face. So just create a different face, or move it around, point it at the wall, whatever you want to do to make it interesting or entertaining. So I'm just going to tap it. Here's the countdown. So it looks like it took five pictures. That's your Snapcode Selfie. And there's other stuff you can do with this Snapcode. We're not even going to talk about that this time. If you want me to teach you about that, let me know. So to get out of this, hit the left arrow and then swipe up. We're back to the main screen where you take your photos and videos. So let's go ahead and learn how to take a photo. Take a photo. Just hit this button once. Smile. Cheese. There, we've got a photo. If you don't like the photo, you go up here to the top left and hit the X and change your mind. To take a video, you hold down the circle here at the bottom and you have 10 seconds to take a video. That's the other beauty of Snapchat. You only get 10 seconds, so no long rambling. Let go. And now look at how my mouth isn't moving. It's because it's playing the video back instead of showing you what I'm saying right now. Now that's how you take a video, how you take a photo. If you want to send it, you can either send it to an individual, to multiple individuals, or to all of your friends. So we hit the arrow on the bottom bottom right. And if I want to send it to just Ashy, my daughter here, I just tap her name. Notice that star highlighted, that's who it's going to. I can also send it to, let's say, my daughter Rachel and my wife Leela. Then I hit the arrow on the bottom right, and it sends it to them. It takes me to my chat screen after that so I can see what's going on, but I am not going to talk about that just yet. Now let's send a video to my story. So I'm going to creating another video right now as I teach Snapchat 101. This is going to go out to everyone, just this video. You got to watch YouTube to see the rest of the video. So there's a new video I just created. I wanted to send that to all of my friends. I hit the arrow on the bottom right, and here it says My Story. I can either send it to My Story or My Story and the Los Angeles Story, which is, I'm in Burbank right now, so people in Los Angeles can view the Los Angeles Story. I'm sending it to My Story, which means all of my friends. So I hit the arrow on the bottom right, and it's gone. My story's gone. I'm going to swipe right to get back to this screen so you can see me. Remember how Snapchat's raw? That's why I've got bad hair. I'm on a Snapchat screen. Okay, that's how you send a video, a photo to your friends or to individuals or groups. And now let's talk about getting friends. If you don't have any friends, you won't have anybody to send it to. So you hit this icon right here at the top, or you swipe down. So let's hit the icon, and we get back to the screen where you can see my Snapcode. You want to add friends. There's many, so let's click on Add Friends. There's a bunch of ways to add friends, but we're going to do it the way I suggest you start is by adding friends from your address book. By the way, Snapchat is not like Facebook or Instagram where people can search and find you by your interests. That stuff isn't built into Snapchat. You have to you need to know their username or have them in your contacts so you can add them from your address book. And I'll show you how to do that. There's other ways that I can go over in another video, but here we're just going to do it super basic. Add from address book. Now, when you go to your address book, it's going to show you all of your friends first that actually have Snapchat. It knows because it knows their emails. And I've already added most people. Now, sometimes Snapchat messes up and it gets a username or gets an email and a person's name messed up, so it won't work. But I've added most of my friends already. Let me go ahead and add somebody else. How about Ava Lopez? Now, it looks like she's serious because see how Ava's got her Snapchat selfie going. If you have a Snapchat selfie going, people are going to know that, oh, you're serious. If all you see is just a ghost with no selfie in there, like, oh, you probably don't use it. So let's go ahead and add Ava. I hit the plus sign, and it messed up. Oh, wait, there it is. There's Ava. So I just hit Add Friend. And I wait. Okay, that one's kind of messed up. Let's try somebody else. Let's try Joe Linton. Adding Joe, there he is. He's added. All right, so sometimes it messes up, but most of them it works for. So I'm going to go out of my address book, and whenever you get lost, just hit the arrow or swipe to get back to the middle. Just kind of remember that your face is in the middle, and look at these other screens, swiping different directions. You see the other screens. Now look how I'm dark. So this is kind of a good lesson. It's like, oh no, it's too much backlight. So I just tap on my face, it'll fix that. Take my glasses off, and my wife will be happy. Okay, so I suggest you add virtually all of your contacts in there. And just know this, that if they are your friends, you add them, they can see all your snaps if you add them to your story. So again, a story is where everyone that is your friend can see what you've posted. Last thing we're going to do in this video is talk about the chat screen. Remember, you swipe right to get to the chat screen. And here you can see what you've done with people recently. Now let me just go over these icons briefly so you can see what they do. In this top one where my daughter Rachel is, you can see that I have sent her a snap. So that means the arrow means you've sent it. And the square means that you've received something but haven't watched it yet. Now a purple square means that you've received a snap that has audio. It could be an audio message or a video message, message or multiple messages has audio. A blue one is just a chat. Notice where it says Shannon Milligan. It's got a blue little text icon. That's a chat that I haven't read yet. If it's solid, you haven't read it yet. So let's go ahead and tap Ashy's name and see what happens. Okay, there's Ashy with my son Nathan, and I can't hear it, so this is kind of a drag. I'm losing it. I get one more chance to hear it. There's a hi from her, and that's a still image. Now, notice it says press and hold to replay. I've got a few seconds to see it again. So if I hold it, see how the square fills up again, and then I tap it again, I can replay the whole message, but I still can't hear it because I'm plugged into my computer to record this thing. So I'll never know what she said until I ask her. If I want to get through it again more quickly, I can just tap it. It'll skip to the image. Since I've seen that image before, I'll tap it, and it'll be gone. Notice how now it just shows that the last thing I did with Ashley is I sent her a message. Now I've got these other messages that I could play. I could show. I just tap on it, and I can see the text. Now the thing about text is, when you tap it, I can see what our messages have been in the past because I have saved them. I can read it. If I want to save it, I simply tap the message, hold it. Notice how it says saved now, and that line on the left got thicker. If I hold it again, the line will get thin, and the message will go away next time I look. But here, some other things I'm not going to talk about. You can send audio messages at the top. You can send links underneath that, and you can send a special kind of video message that goes in private chats. To get out of this, I hit the arrow in the top right. And those are the very basics of Snapchat. There's a bunch more can do. If you want to learn more, just let me know. I hope. There I am. Take the glasses off for the wife because she hates them. Hope that was helpful for you. Have a great one, and keep snapping, and let's ruin Snapchat for the kids. By the way, if you want to stalk your kids, this is the best place. Have a great one.